The speed with which we are watching this market deteriorate.
The worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
Leadership or offered environmentally friendly policies and technology. We see this time and time again from BlackRock. They do something that seems like they're moving in the right direction. Instead, that gun manufacturers should do more to protect the lives of the American people. Said these companies about improving safety, but so far, so does its engagement with authoritarian governments. Or unknowingly, given BlackRock money, self-imposed mandates to help reduce that over time.
Releasing its numbers this morning, shares are down about 1.2%. About expectations, it's all about
around that business, but seems to be growing out.
Are you curious about generating passive income through automated trading on Bybit? I've got something interesting to share, and it's completely free. Click on the link below to follow along with my trades, and you won't even need to sit in front of your computer all day. You can also take a look at my monthly trading earnings, which I'm sharing openly by clicking the link in the description. It's all about making financial gains at your own pace. Check it out.
We will talk about Ripple and XRP today, along with most other cryptocurrencies and money issues. So let's jump right in and start with this post from Tony Edward. For this, I'm going to go back to October 19th because I want to bring up this comment because there's a lot of information about it. XRP is one of the most interesting crypto projects, groups, and even cases of all time. This is true for both the case and the community. As I say this, there are many people in this space who wish Ripple and XRP had never been created. Okay, then. A lot of well-known players also wish XRP had never been in the area in the first place. Tony Edwards' Thinking Crypto One shows that a lot of people are shocked by the news that keeps coming out and the SEC versus Ripple case. A lot of people thought that Ripple and XRP would both die. This point of view comes from the fact that they hold assets that are in competition with each other, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. They aren't looking at the situation objectively and don't realize how connected the SEC is to the Bill Hinman Ethereum free pass and other forms of corruption. They also don't know enough about the situation and the past of Ripple XRP and the cryptocurrency market in general. Furthermore, this is something I have talked about a great number of times before, as we look at the XRP and this whole area. It's crazy how much graft, lying, and changing of facts there has been. That has been said about XRP and the community that supports it. There are a lot of big people in the space who have brought attention to a lot of that corruption, and they have also been targeted for it. But I do think we need to start talking about it again, because at the end of the day, we all know there are a lot of problems in this area right now with assets in the top 10. IDEA is one of those things. We know there was a free pass. There was theft, that much we know. We know there were benefits, and guess what? We need to be responsible. We want it to listen. Damages worth $15 billion were caused by the XRP case just from the first news about it. Just think about how much money people lost during the bull market. XRP's price was heavily capped, so it never even reached an all-time high. On the other hand, Ethereum's market cap reached almost $600 billion. This is how much it cost to pay the government back again. Besides this, Stephen Arioff has been a very loud and well-known name in this. In fact, he's been talking about this. Some of these posts were in recent vids that you guys may already know. I'm going to talk about this again because of Charles Gasparino. People have thought of this name for a long time. At first, he was not taking sides in this case. He was actually in favor of Ripple and even XRP, and he said nice things about them. It looks like his view has changed today. He has even gone so far as to target well-known people in the community, like Cowboy Crypto and many others. While they talk about the price of XRP, they also talk about how they live in their mom's basement. Unfortunately, this person is completely crazy and stupid. To be honest, this person is acting so badly that it's ridiculous. Again, it's a lot of acting like a child. But once more, this is someone who at first supported Ripple and XRP. And I just asked what had changed, what took place. Then this happened. Stephen Arioff tweeted that Fox Business will be in trouble for protecting Clinton. He was in charge when they tried to wrongfully put me in jail for decades and go after Ripple. Anyone who is protecting him will see him. Hey Jay, it's payday. For the record, I remember the other thing you did to keep me quiet. What a strange accident. My date of arrest, eh? We see Charles Gasparino again. Being tagged here. Now we see Charles' response. He says that publishing this lie is thin. I would sue this jerk, but he's so stupid and his plot theory is so crazy that there would be no money damages, haha. After that, Stephen gives us this answer. It makes me happy when someone sues. Remember that you and your lawyer will be punished if the case was completely pointless and you knew it wasn't true. But you would never sue me because I would be able to see all of your records. Since the government found out I'm not guilty, they had to make up a crime so they could take mine too. I'm fine with that. I will not punish you, so let's file a case if that's okay with you. I really want someone to sue me, but they won't because everything I say is either true with proof or, like in your case, was just a question. I would be able to take depositions and look into things, which is something no one wants for me. While you wait, let this stupid jerk, who happens to be a lawyer and just beat several government agencies, help you out. This is not legal help. Once more, this tells me, and by the way, Charles didn't answer this. There was, no answer to this. For the second time, he started reacting to a lot of other people, which is pretty crazy. This kind of person going after a whole town is crazy. If he doesn't have something to do with this conspiracy idea, which is what people have been saying it is, I don't see how it makes sense. We know the truth. Some people have been dishonest. There has been trickery. The work paid off. There has been dishonesty. It looks like Charles may have something to do with this, but who knows? There may also be a link between Fox Business and it, but we can see from Cowboy Crypto that he has talked about how, once more, Stephen pretty much ruined Charles' response, and the reaction from Stephen is included in this. For the record, this does go on to say a lot more about this. In a broad sense, this is not his formal advice. Also, Charles Gasparino didn't give us a big answer this time. He just started replying to people who replied to this tweet, which makes me think something is wrong. One more person is Charles Hoskinson, whom I'm sure you all know. This quote was put up by Mr. Huber. You already know what I think about Charles Hoskinson. This is being brought up for a reason that you'll understand in a moment. Did the founders of Ethereum use their ties and maybe even money to get the SEC to agree with them? Yes, it should be fine. Yes, that is corruption. But that is not what this is. It is just preference. Yeah, these are the kinds of people who try to say that the XRP community is full of liars, and that we're all wrong, and that the ETH gate isn't real. This is now funny. This is why I brought it up. This post from Stephanie Arioff. Now he's reacting to Boring Sleuth on Twitter because he tweeted about the DAO and how it is linked to the SEC and the DOJ. The main things that are in this that you should really look over are bank IDs and other similar things. When it comes to Stephanie, the bias shown in the 2017 DAO report might have been worse than the free pass speech in 2018. The first one was written by Bill Hyman and sent to the SEC in May 2017 by Jay Clayton. What I thought before has been proven by Boring Sleuth, some ideas. And the July 2017 DAO report shows that the SEC did nothing, even though there were clear violations. They said this was okay because it was meant to be a lesson for the future. Instead, the SEC charged other groups for mistakes that were not as clear and happened before this so-called warning. Why? In the Ripple case, they used information about XRP that went all the way back to, I think, 2014. It could have been 2013 too. On the other hand, Stephen does talk about that in the post after this one. We can see an answer, though. The guys who made the DAO knew a lot about Ethereum. It's true that Boring Sleuth's data backs up what I thought at the time, but I couldn't confirm that some companies, like the DAO, were punished even though they should have been grandfathered. 2017, DAO Met Everyone Howie Prongs was a single organization that had full power and sold DAO tokens with the goal of making money. Still, they sued Ripple for sales starting in 2013. I already said that 2013 and the library from 2015 didn't even have an ICO. 2017, DAO ran an illegal securities exchange, and the DAO tokens were considered securities. However, the SEC began taking action against Coinbase in 2017, and none of their listings were ever considered securities. Some of the people who helped start DAO chose to split Ethereum and get the Ether back. To be clear, everyone else means Vitalik, who made the call. Even though Vitalik told him before the speech, he still didn't see a major third party a year later. Vitalik isn't very big, so how did he miss him? What a funny joke. Based on what we know now, a press statement said that these are the people who sent us here. In this case, the agency has chosen not to press charges or find violations in the report. Instead, it will issue a warning to the market and the industry. On top of that, the SEC's Office of Investor Education and Advocacy released an investor alert today that talks about ICOs. The DAO got a letter to teach them, and everyone else got a letter to obey. As always, all of this happened under Dirty Hinman's watch. He paid AJ and set up a secret meeting with Joe Lubin and other well-known criminals. And these are the names of the people who took over Mark Berger's job as regional director in New York and kept up the fake case. Enjoy your day, dull detective. All of this can be linked back to the ETH gate once more. So when I hear people put down XRP, Ripple, and the community, calling it names like that, I think they have something to do with this. In other news, we got a really shocking surprise from Nerd Nation Unbox. Look at this. So we can see that Peter Thiel, a millionaire from the far right, was first revealed to be an FBI informant on October 19. Think about that. The company that Bill Hinman and Simpson Thacher worked with has a co-founder named Peter Thiel. The deal that Palantir made with the SEC in 2015 was worth $43 million. It was worth $32 million again after Hinman joined the SEC. Tim Thiel is on the board of directors for Facebook. Bill Hinman from STB is in charge of the board. Also, Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, got the $100,000 Thiel Fellowship in 2014, which was a free pass for Ethereum. Yes, that's right, Bill Hinman from ETH Gate. It wasn't an accident. It looks like the SEC, or should I say Ethereum, had direct links to the foundation with the SEC, the DOJ, and even the FBI. This is really cool. Not only that, but Stephen Arif replied, "Wait, what SEC investigation did the government start?" Vitalik won the Thiel Award in June 2014, and I stopped it when I told other agencies and informants, including the SEC, which is not supposed to use informants, about the false prosecution. You and I worked together with Elon at PayPal, and I knew Peter. Wow. And now we have a real answer in the form of an email. This is really strange. The lies, greed, and other bad things that happen here are so deep if you really think about them. I think it's crazy. And by the way, this is from Cowboy Crypto. He's actually connecting all of these links back to Block 1. The topic at hand is Galaxy and the Founders Fund. We're also going over Tether. When you really think about it, a lot of these links are pretty crazy. It all starts with Bill Hyman, the SEC, and Jay Clayton. These important people are all linked. In this whole area, we've always said that ETHgate is so much more than just Ethereum. It's not just crypto. This is a huge game of dishonesty, scam, and control. It's really one of the biggest cases ever, and I'm afraid it will be forgotten because so many people are connected to it. We probably won't see. I think it's great that Ripple is finally breaking through the sex warpath. Even though I think it's great that XRP has been cleared, it really doesn't make up for what we've had to go through or the fact that a theory got it's still not right that clowns like Charles Gasparino and Charles Hoskinson are going around social media and copying people in the community who have been fighting back. The free pass doesn't make up for it. It's crazy how unfair and corrupt things are getting done behind the scenes through secret deals and money deals. I think that's why a lot of people are shocked by the decisions and news about the Ripple and XRP case. I believe this is also the reason why many people are saying we want Ripple and XRP to drop a lot because, once more, you know that these people are fighting. They are trying to beat us, but they know they can't because of how well this works and the technology that powers it. It's way too good to throw away. Additionally, this changes the rules and shows you how low some of these people are willing to go. The only way to kind of get an edge in this market is crazy. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. Also, if you liked the movie, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything. Leave a like and sign up for alerts for sure.